Before we begin today's story, dear viewers, please don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss tomorrow's powerful Bible story that will bless and change your life. Stay with me till the end, because the lesson from this story is one of the most important for every believer. Today's story takes us back to the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2, verses 41 to 52. This is the only record in Scripture of Jesus' childhood between his birth and the start of his ministry. It is a story that shows us the wisdom, purpose, and calling of Jesus Christ, even as a boy of 12 years old. Every year, the family of Joseph and Mary traveled from Nazareth to Jerusalem for the feast of the Passover. This was a sacred Jewish tradition, and it was important for every faithful family to observe it. That particular year, Jesus was 12. He went with his parents and other relatives, joining the caravan of travelers making their way to Jerusalem. The feast lasted several days, filled with prayers, sacrifices, songs, and teachings. When the feast was over, Joseph and Mary began their journey back to Nazareth. They assumed Jesus was traveling with relatives or friends in the large group. But after a full day of traveling, they realized something terrifying: Jesus was not with them. Panic gripped their hearts. They searched among friends and family, but he was nowhere to be found. Mary and Joseph immediately returned to Jerusalem, retracing their steps, desperately searching the city for their son. After 3 long days of fear and searching, they finally found him, in the temple courts. And what was Jesus doing? He was sitting among the teachers of the law, the rabbis and scholars, listening intently to their discussions, asking them questions, and astonishing them with his understanding and his answers. Imagine the scene. A 12-year-old boy, not arguing with arrogance, but speaking with wisdom so profound that the elders of Israel marveled. The scriptures say, all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. This was not ordinary intelligence. This was divine wisdom, the light of God shining through the boy who was already about his father's business. When Mary and Joseph saw him, they were overwhelmed. Mary, both relieved and upset, said, "Son, why have you treated us this way? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." And here Jesus gave his first recorded words in Scripture: "Why were you searching for me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" Another translation says, "About my Father's business." These words are powerful. At just 12 years old, Jesus already knew who he was. He knew his true Father was God, and his purpose was to live in obedience to him. Even at that young age, Jesus revealed the central truth of his life. He had come not just to live like every other child, but to fulfill the mission of God. Mary and Joseph did not fully understand his words at that time. Yet Jesus, in humility, returned with them to Nazareth and lived in obedience to his earthly parents. The Bible then says, "And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature, and in favor with God